Yes, it's Crypto Eagle. Okay, let's do part 2 of IoTeX. Internet of Things, that's the acronym. Internet of Things. IoTeX, I think, okay. That's what I think it is. Let's finish this. Okay, so here's the team, and why are they an all-star team? Look at this. This guy worked as an engineer, security engineer at Google. This guy worked as a security engineer at Google. Okay, this guy, Kayvon Gu, engineering manager and research scientist at Facebook. So these guys are really go-getters. These guys are into, the business of the internet and into digital stuff already. Okay, so Rowan Chai, co-founder, PhD, and research scientist in cryptography at University of Waterloo. University of Waterloo is a hub for cryptographers, I guess. They're probably doing courses there, and I suggest you take some of those courses and become a cryptographer. Anyways, head of crypto R&D at Uber, security engineer at Google, 8+ years of experience in cryptography and blockchain. Kayvon Gu, co-founder, PhD in machine learning and computer vision at National University of Singapore. These guys both got PhDs too. Okay. Do you realize how hard it is and how focused you gotta be to get a PhD? Okay. Engineering manager and research scientist at Facebook. Facebook of all things. Whoa. Growth hacker, startup investor, and advisor, 20+ publications, patents. Jin Sun, co-founder, founding partner of Sparkland Capital, focusing on frontier tech. Lead 40+ investments and innovations in blockchain, security, and IoT, Internet of Things. Board director on numerous companies. Extensive experience in startup investments and building up ecosystem. Xin Fan, head of cryptography, PhD, another PhD here. PhD in cryptography at University of Waterloo. Whoa. Senior research engineer at Bosch Research, 14 years of research at industry and in industry experience in information security and crypto, 40+ publications, patents. Dustin Z, blockchain engineer, PhD, another one. PhD in data security at USC, staff software engineer at Intel. Staff software engineer at Intel of all places. 12 years of experience in distributed systems, content protection, hardware video, acceleration, network video streaming, graphics driver, cryptography, and blockchain enthusiast. Good. Tim Pan, distributed systems, senior software engineer at Microsoft, specialized in distributed system. So now you know why I say it's an all-star team. Okay. I don't call every team an all-star team. I call this one an all-star team. Okay. When you're like the security engineer at Google, when you're the engineering manager and research scientist at Facebook, and you're the senior software engineer at Microsoft, and all this stuff, and you got, this is a really, this is an all-star team in my view. Okay, and remember, just because it's an all-star team doesn't mean it's going to go up in price to the moon. Not necessarily. Anything can happen with these things, remember? Okay, I think this is good that they're an all-star team. And I am not your financial advisor as well. Remember that. I've told you that all the time. You are your advisor, and you have to live with your decisions that you make. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna tell anybody which ones that I go into until after the ICO is over, and then I'll tell everybody which of these, if any, that I'm going to put money into, because I don't want to influence you in your journey to making money at ICOs. You got it. This is you're watching. This is just part of it. Okay, you gotta do just use all your brain power, do all the research, do as much research as you can before you choose which ICO to get into. And of all of the videos that I've done, I haven't bought into any of these tokens yet. There's a couple of them I'd like to get into. I'm not going to tell you which ones, but we'll see if they're going to be private sales or if they're going to be crowd sales, proper crowd sales. Well, they can do their crowd sales the way they want, but if it's a way that I can get at the tokens, I might buy into one or two of these that I've shown so far on this channel. Okay, Monica Hathaway. Communication. Okay, so software engineer at Microsoft. Let's leave there. Communication, technology communication specialist with deep expertise in cybersecurity, privacy, networking, and emerging technologies. Okay, let's not forget about what's really important too. The social media factor that is important to me. Okay, just because you got a whole bunch of people following this coin and wanting in on it, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to make money on the thing, but it always makes me interested to see how many people are there. So they got 53,726 members. So it's growing. Okay, that was just a Telegram message I was reading there. Okay, so it's a really great team, and make sure you watch part 1. Okay, this is just part of it. I'm just going to where I left off. Guangdong IEEE fellow professor at University of Waterloo, Canada. So these people all must meet up in University of Waterloo and teach there. You got PhDs. These people are focused people. Now, what does that mean that this is going to go 300x? No, it means this is a really great team. That's all it means, and it's a cool idea as well. So make sure you watch part 1. Okay, Jack Lee, founding manager, partner of HCM Capital, Foxconn Technology Group, co-founder and executive director of Chain Finance Limited, founder and executive director of FNCon, and board director of Abra. Fan Zhang previously served as founding partner of Sequoia Capital China and the director of DFJ ePlanet Ventures China practice. Well, it looks fantastic. Okay, so go over this if you want to, and it's at IoTeX.io. Don't go to any other website other than that. That's the real one. Don't end up going on to some, one of those scam sites. It's a phishing site. Don't go there. So, it's got a good team. So, that's a good thing. Am I going to buy into this one? Well, I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm going to buy into until afterwards, so I don't influence you to to go into these. I don't want you to just follow me, what I do. I want you to think about these things. You also have to go over the white paper. So don't go into this without reading the white paper. I'm not going to go over the white paper right now, but I want you to, okay, if you're interested in this, and watch part 1 as well. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can find out early about these things and get onto the wait lists. And you know, wait lists and white lists, sometimes you got to get in there early. Sometimes I find out about something and the white list is going to be, you know, there's going to be no more white list in another hour, so you got to find out early. So hit that bell button and check out my homepage. Just scroll down there and a bit and hit the my investor button, investment golfer.